Hello again everybody and welcome to the brand new PilotPlus scenery for Bristol International Airport Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hopefully a few of you guys enjoyed the little first look and review video that I did the other day. We're here just off in the terminal extension at the moment with Karen and we're prepping ready to go. We've pretty much almost filled up, oops, wrong button, fat fingers, pretty much filled up Bristol Airport. There we go, that's where I want to go. A couple of aircraft are statics, of course. Two of these are statics here, and got a few folks flying along. Some beautiful PilotPlus scenery released for the sim very recently. Hope you're all okay. Welcome back to all of our channel members, our bronze, silver and gold frequent flyers. Hello to you guys, and thank you as always for all of your ongoing support, and for everybody watching, subscribing, wherever you might be in the world. Ah, brilliant, a double spawn. We're there just below us as we pass over with the drone cam in stand 3. And we're all off today to the Isle of Man, and we're giving away a copy of this fantastic scenery that you guys can see right here. Bristol for me is quite a nostalgic airport, having worked there in the past. I absolutely sort of I've got a good significant amount of time for Bristol Airport and a good love of the airport itself. Fantastically perched with great views on the top of a hill, and you'll find that you'll get, during gusty conditions, as I mentioned on my review, quite a playful approach, which is quite cool. We're on Unicom. I think with how busy this looks, ignore the statics, we're going to absolutely fill up Isle of Man as well. A little view from the control tower. This is looking so good. Let me get a screenshot of that. Every flight is basically a group flight, as you guys know, and it's great to have you all fly along and be on board with me. There we go. And this is the new terminal extension that they bought in years ago. 2013 I think this opened. So we can whiz through and we can go back to where we began. There we go. Trying to find my way around. That's the seats. Alright, there we go. We're here. Let's go. Giving you guys a good view of the actual scenery so far. Punch through the glass. We've got all of our ground equipment on at the moment, and obviously we've just finished what would be boarding, so going to go ahead and get rid of the baggage and the catering. Get rid of those guys. 11 departures at Bristol, Doctor on board, awesome. David, a good morning / afternoon to you, and Jay Newbury as well, welcome to you, hope you guys are well. And who else have we got in the chat? Randolph, Andreas, Bakazato, Kalim, Mitu, August, Flight Sim, MPS Gaming, Steve Mitchell, 787 Dream, Flight Ra, Keith B, and Samuel. Hello to you guys too. Thanks Doctor on board for organising the route for today. Real life Callsigns and Routes with plenty of research in advance. The sim feels a little bit strange today, to be honest, spawning in, and I've practiced this route offline yesterday, the day before yesterday, sorry, just to see if the scenery at Isle of Man works nicely or not, and it certainly did. The sim feels different today. A couple of weird things that it seems to be doing. Alec, hello to you as well, welcome guys. Thomas as well, Hayden, hi guys. John Mason, good afternoon. Klaus in Copenhagen, hello to you, welcome. Mitu, sadly I can't discuss what I do for work. Not sure what they're doing. I did ask them to go. This is the new toolbar pushback app. It's recently been updated on flightsim.co freeware. Basically what it does is you can lock the stairs and everything in place until you click to deactivate them. There we go. Gerald, evening from the future. Love that. Rightio, so into the tranquility of the flight deck. And we've got the Luke Air tour for announcements and things as well. And while the crew are going ahead talking, we can have a look at Navigraph. It's only a 40 or so minute flight today, really short, so we're going to plan for the departure and the arrival before we depart. I feel like it'd be wise to do so. That's the Isle of Man, that's the wrong airport. That would help if I get Bristol selected. So there we go, lovely Bristol, and we're on the main apron at gate 3. We're going to taxi down Zulu and Golf to the hold point for runway 09er, down the bottom here, Golf X-ray for the hold point. And we're going to do the BCN, or Brecon 1 Zulu departure from 09er. So we're going to depart, and then between 3 to 6,000 feet, we're going to then do a left turn onto a track of 305 directly up to that Brecon VOR 11745. We've got that tuned in the RadNav page as well. You've got a couple of constraints here, so at 15 DME from Brecon we need to be at 6,000. Our cruise today for the way out is flight level 240, and once we're airborne we will launch the giveaway as well. So not going above 24,000 feet. As we get towards Isle of Man, winds at the moment are favouring the westerly runway, and you can see here there are no arrivals. So it pretty much is just a waypoint and then your arrival at the airport. We're coming in via Mike 146 LUSOD, and then the rest of it's basically down to us to get ourselves onto the ILS for the runway 26. So what we're going to try and do at some point, we're not quite sure where that LUSOD fits into this. However, we're going to track an 8 DME arc for the localizer, so that's going to be a good little helping hand for us with the charts there. Track a little 8 DME arc that we can self-fly if we have to, and then onto the ILS from 2,000 feet at 80 DME. So maybe 1,500 potentially. Where's 8 DME? That's 8 DME there. So 4 DME, which is here, 6 DME. Okay, 6 DME, suggesting 2,000. So that works. And a minimums of 233 for the NDA. Seems easy enough. When we get on the ground, landing 26, we're going to try and vacate at Charlie. A little bit of an offset, direct, like a diagonal taxiway, so it's going to help us to carry some speed perhaps. Shortish runway of 1,837, so ever so slightly longer than Skiathos, I believe. And then we're going to taxi to the apron. Happy days. We've got Volanta Premium today as well, which is looking really cool. So let's show you guys that. This is the new Volanta updated, and this is the Volanta Premium version as well. So there's loads of stuff in here. Your usual map settings and things. There's now a new bit, estimated top of descent, which is quite cool, and it's given us a little pop-up up here, current vertical speed, and we can type in here the target descent rates and things. And there's a random estimated top of descent there. And flight briefing. This is a direct port from SimBrief, which is really good. So we don't need to worry about having another browser tab open with SimBrief for the flight log. We've got it all in here, and if we want to quickly snap to, for example, weather, we can just click that, down it goes, there's our weather. So yeah, really very good. Love this little added feature, it's fantastic. Volanta Premium comes with the flight replay saved state stuff as well. Not quite sure how it works. Saving autosave. Determine how often Volanta will save your flights while autosave is enabled 5 minutes, and save below 5,000 as well, which is interesting. So it's obviously that, and you can obviously enable save below 5,000 as well, so it should save where you are. That might come in handy today, and if it does, we'll see what happens. Bearing in mind, I mentioned earlier that the sim feels a little bit strange today. Yep, welcome to you, welcome. Hayden, your sim's been crashed to desktoping all morning. Good grief, that's not good. Bristol traffic, easy 457 at stand 3, radio check.
555.
Thank you, likewise. QNH 1028. And it's still 1028. Winds at the minute at Bristol 120 at 7 knots. Variable between 350 and 050. So we've got a crosswind straight across the runway. Seems to be shifting around, so we might be coming in the opposite direction for arrival. Let's get the APU on. Seatbelt signs, they're all good. Off external power. Let's lock the flight deck door, some new sounds. 2000 set, that's set. Our RadNav page, folks, as mentioned earlier, we've got the BCN VOR. We've got the ILS for Bristol, in case we have to return to the field, and we've got ADF2 set, which is Bristol as well, the NDB. We don't need to worry about that too much, it just gives us a directional indicator to the airport. What we can go ahead and do as well is we can put in Ronald's Way, which is 359, and that will come in handy when we get closer to the Isle of Man. And what else do we have? We have a VOR for the Isle of Man of 112.2. 112.2. Click into VOR2. IOM. That can go in like so. Cool. I think we're ready. Kai, hello, welcome. There's the new sign, or the sign for Bristol Airport, I should say. It is really nice. And at night time, guys, this is fantastic. If you haven't checked out my first look video for this, then I really recommend you do so. It will give you guys a good indication of whether or not you want to go ahead and purchase this scenery. But it's just a little bit of a teaser view for you guys at the moment. It is absolutely stunning.
Radio check. 505.
Kai, it's the custom flight plan manager, or the experimental branch, effectively. So we've got a couple of in-op stickers. We don't have weather, we don't have terrain radar, we don't have TCAS, sadly, in this branch. But the flight plan manager works very nicely. So every cloud. Where are we? Stand 3, and we're going to push onto Zulu. Let's prep the tug. Bristol traffic, easy 457 at stand 3. Push start onto Zulu, facing west. That's fired up, ready. G's ready to go. Tug's in place. Wait for them doors to close. I think if they do close, I can't remember if they've got an animation there or not. No, that's fine. Let's get that off. Looks like we're going to run over the folks with the baggage. They'll move out of the way quick enough. I forgot beacon as well. Told you the sim feels weird today. Brizzle, oh indeed. Brizzle like we've never seen it before. Engine 2 start. The sim does feel very different today. I can't pin my I can't understand or explain why. The only difference being is that I've put in the updated PR for the experimental version we're using. The only difference.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat.
That was where my old crew base was.
Bristol traffic easy 124 after the company traffic on stand 1 has passed. I'll be pushing back, facing towards runway 09.
There are 2 emergency
Dave's dead.
4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest
Nox,
exit may be behind you.
I've set some keybinds for all of that, but also
Having baggage on board.
depends if you mean drone cam or not.
Adjusted and released as shown.
Bristol traffic, EC4990, pushing out of Echo 1 after
if the air supply fails,
one coming off of stand 9.
Pull a mask towards you to start the
Look at that! That is brilliant.
Hold in place with the
Let's go that way. Whoops.
pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on...
Hello, this is just something like a radio check.
Put it over your head.
Send you 1 star. Oh, my sim is not happy today.
One in, I'm going to be pushing back and pulling.
When outside,
Dan, hello. How's it going? So the Phoenix CEO will have full CP DLC capability. Yeah, it does seem really cool, doesn't it? Really looking forward to that.
and whistle for attracting attention.
Let's get those set.
We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray tables must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelts fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Park brake on, push back, ended. Let's get rid of this. If it goes. That's a performance killer in itself. Flight right, go ahead. If you want to push, push. Oh, that sounds beast. Hopefully we'll get a good set of screenshots today. Darvax. No, thank you. I'm all about Microsoft Flight Simulator. Look at that.
Easy 124 on stand 1, pushing onto taxiway Zulu.
Is this a BA aircraft flying along with us as well, by any chance? Probably wondering what on earth is happening. Okay, what have we got? Safety demonstrations done. Let's go flaps 1. Wait for those to stop moving. We can go takeoff config on 1+F.
Bristol traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, taxiing Zulu, Golf, holding point Golf X-ray for runway 09.
There we go, that's a bit better. Auto brake max, spoilers armed.
Get them to right pushing back onto taxiway Whiskey for get them back.
1028 stat in the standby instruments.
Osprey Premium 5 Delta, taxiing.
Voca, welcome. No worries, thank you very much.
Zulu and Golf, following company traffic in front, Bristol traffic.
We might be doing this for a little while, so let's get the giveaway ready. And it's going to be a keyword, of course.
BA 712 on runway Zulu, apologies for delivery.
Golf and Zulu and Golf in sequence.
What we got here? Timers. Right, so I've set a timer for the giveaway question to appear in the live chat, so hopefully that helps when people tune in throughout today. And we'll get the giveaway started. Basically, as always, you've got to answer that one question correctly and make sure you've subscribed before answering to be in with a chance to win.
Easy 124 taxiing on.
And we're going to be winning a copy of the new Bristol Airport scenery for PilotPlus that we're using today. The question is, what 3-letter IATA code designates Bristol Airport? Pop your answer into the live chat. Good luck to everybody getting involved. And while you all crack on, I'm going to rock on with taxiing stuff. Bristol traffic easy 457 is taxiing behind the company traffic to Golf X-ray, hold point runway 09er, Bristol traffic.
Bristol traffic is E1, from line 76, taxiing to runway 09 at Bristol.
Whoa. There's Bristol Airport. We will be back here shortly when we do the return from the Isle of Man, of course, as well. So lots to see today, lots to do. Couple of hold points. We've just passed Zulu 2. There's another hold point just where Flight Radar is there. It's hold point Zulu 1. When it's busy at Bristol and you get asked perhaps by a VATSIM controller,
Give us some beans on this hill of Golf.
you might have to hold at some of these. There's Zulu 1 here. They are marked accordingly. You can see the signage here too, which is really good. Justin, awesome. I feel like my sim is really not happy today. Pop that on auto, let's pop those out the belly ready. Takeoff memos, got no blue. We're taxiing along quite happily on idle.
Bristol traffic, easy 490 coming out of Echo 4 to Zulu behind company traffic.
What do you guys think of the scenery so far then? For Bristol. It's really good, isn't it?
Bristol traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike is lining up runway 09.
Samuel, hello. Doing very well, thanks. Hope you're okay.
I don't think I've ever seen Bristol so busy.
Here we go. It's the good old MSFS level of detail stuff coming in there with scenery popping. Apparently Isobo might have fixed that.
Bristol traffic, 490 taxi,
Zorgmeister, hello. MPS Gaming, yeah, it's a very good price, isn't it? Grand Prix Bristol. Proper job. So last time John departed with us, he departed afterwards, and all we heard on the radio was that he crashed, so who knows? We're going to find out in a second. Once he starts rolling.
Bristol traffic, Osprey 27
Whoa, look at that,
Mike
guys.
is rolling runway 09.
Brilliant. Don't forget to give us a like as well while you're here, if you're enjoying today's stream.
Lining up behind runway 09.
Zorgmeister is a beautiful bit of scenery, isn't it, this Pilot Plus. Richard, welcome on board. You can see the bumpy runway there, and he's up. Ever the professional. Look at that, beautiful. Make sure I don't go into his backside.
Bristol traffic, easy 6160 is pushing back, stand 22.
This is brilliant. We're going to get some like visiting VATSIM controller in the Isle of Man just randomly pop up and wonder what on earth he's joined.
Juliet Mike passing 2000 for 6000.
David, yeah, it'd be great if we had some ATC, wouldn't it? See, this is why it's quite tricky in the wind. You can see how it sweeps down the hill down below. And the aeroplanes, just even with a bit of a crosswind, do get thrown around somewhat. Potentially we're going to be approaching via this direction when we come back to Bristol as well. Oh, I love this. This is fantastic.
CJ7 of my taxiing to runway 09.
Bristol traffic, Osprey 315 Delta taking off runway 09.
Bristol traffic, EV259 on approach, runway 09.
Oh, somebody's inbound. Zero 09's fantastic, and
Traffic, easy 124 behind the landing aircraft on runway 09, lining up and waiting behind easy 124.
lovely. Yeah, 09's really good fun with the winds over the hills, but also there's a ghost glide slope on 09er, which you can be really caught out by. Look at that, up he goes.
Bristol traffic, Osprey 315 Delta passing 1500 feet.
Let's see if we can find this guy on finals. Can we see him yet? This is good because it's given us, ideally, because we're all going to the same place, we want to make sure that we are 2 minutes apart. This is such a beautiful airport to be flying in and out of in real life. I think by the time John gets to the Isle of Man to start his turnaround, we're still going to be queuing to depart.
Traffic Osprey 27 Juliet Mike is level 6000 on the Brecon 1 Zulu departure.
This is brilliant. Love this. Drone cam's getting a lot of action today as well. I'm going to try and be arty-farty, so bear with me. Yeah, my aircraft's got the Neo. The Neo livery on it, if that helps. William, hey, upgraded. There he is. Do they know they are on stream? William, yeah, it's a lot of people. Right, if you want to join us, feel free, connect. There's about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before somebody actually comes on, and the last person ends up probably departing. It's probably going to be about 15 minutes from now. This is, if we land 09er, by the way, guys, on the way back, I'm going to try and spot people by doing this. So you're going to be in for a bit of a treat. Bit overzealous on the controls. Look at that queue. And that guy's probably thinking, what on earth?
And waiting runway 09.
I'll break off. We're going to hold at Golf X-ray. Oh, Hayden, good grief.
Bristol traffic Osprey.
X-ray, we are indeed.
Mike is 10-mile final for the ILS on Isle of Man.
Brilliant. Haven't even departed yet. What a day.
Bristol traffic EG259 vacating on runway 09.
See, this is why we've configured for the departure, the arrival into the Isle of Man before we've departed Bristol, because John's already on the way down. Velox, using runway 28, 26, 28, 26. Am I? Indeed, yes. GD, hello. No, this is literally just the in-sim drone camera. Don't forget to enter the giveaway.
Bristol traffic, Speedbird 124, departing runway 09.
Speedbird? Oh. So I see, yeah, so one of our guys is already touching down. Bristol traffic, easy 457 via Golf X-rays, lining up and waiting, runway 09er. There we go. Weird. Silly Xbox release control lock, that. Strobes on. Let's start the chrono because we want 2 minutes separation. Oh, done. I'd say that's genius if that's the case. Up we go. It is like that in real life as well. It's fantastic. Is he up? Well, he is. There he is. Look at that queue. So good. Hope you guys flying along are really enjoying it as well. Just make sure that nose wheel is centre. Bar brake on. We're at 36 seconds at the moment, so we've got a minute left to go before we can depart. There's an aircraft on final, Reese. That's not good. Landing lights. There we go. That's good. We are ready to go. 1 minute 29 at the moment. Hope there isn't an aircraft on finals. Who knows? Bristol traffic, easy 457 is departing runway 09er on a Brecon 1 Zulu departure. Bristol traffic.
Bristol traffic, easy 18 Foxtrot Mike,
Lex, SOS, rock and roll. Yeah, look at that cue. That's fantastic. 80 knots, start to centralise the stick. Look at that runway. Bumps and the weaves. P1, rotate.
Traffic easy 124 is airborne at 6,000 feet. BCN
Wait,
1.
there's that crosswind. We got it. Wesley, hello. Where we go, guys? Autopilot on. Bristol traffic, easy 457, airborne 2,000 feet. Ah, yes. Thank you, aeroplane. Leave a climb. Set. And away we go. X3, we are off to the Isle of Man. That's all good. We're about to dump the flaps. So let's get that. Passing S. And into the clouds. Love airports like Bristol. Absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, very dark screen, so I'm not sure why. It's just a thing at the moment with the sim. Down below, look at that cloud, is stunning. Good old Bristol. Lived there for a little while, and it's a absolutely beautiful city. Finishing that left turn. Trying to monitor that on the charts roughly. We should have 30 miles, 15, 20, 30, yeah. There we go, 30 miles on the clock there. We're out of that as well, so let's crock on up. And I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to continue straight up to 24,000 feet. Open climb. We've got it managed though. It's not going to let us because we've already bust past that constraint. Interesting. Zorgmeister, I'm not sure how we're doing with this. That's all good.
Bristol traffic, BA, be ready to start, runway 09.
Zorgmeister, yeah. I'm really not sure about that. That sounds very bizarre. So the giveaway for your chance to win a copy of the Bristol Airport scenery by PilotPlus that we've just departed from, the giveaway is going to stay open for people to enter all the way until we get back to Bristol, basically. Plenty of time. Darvax. Pilot discretion. I waited till I was over the water. Bernie, hello to you, welcome. Flight's going alright so far. 10,000. Let's pop those off, we don't need that on. Release the cargo behind. And we want flight level. Flight level. Darren's hello. Assuming this is the experimental version, how's the frames per second in the version compared to the dev or stable? Slightly less, but certainly workable. I'm averaging 35 frames per second though, as usual. I've got my sim locked to that for those of you who perhaps watching for the first time. Don't forget to give us a little like while you're here. 40 likes at the moment. 106 watching. If you're enjoying it, give us a little thumbs up. Inhuman Reactions, congratulations, thank you as well. You've been a member for 6 months of the channel now. Thanks for your ongoing support. Down we go. Or away we go. So there's nothing. This is literally down to us to try and work out. Aircraft will normally be required to hold not lower than 3,000. So Kelly is to the southwest of LUSOD by about a mile or two, which is good to know. Because the ILS picks up a 8 DME arc from Kelly, so we would be coming in just northeast of Kelly to join that 8 DME arc, and that tells us that we've got less time to configure for the approach. And we know from checking the charts prior to departure that we want to be at 2,000 feet by 6 DME at the very latest to intercept the glide slope. Tishman, yeah, definitely. Go for the experimental build. Give it a go. That's got the custom flight plan manager in it, so it's really good. And if I show you guys Volanta Premium, you can see now what it's done is it's looked at our current altitude and our current vertical speed, and it's gone, you know what, you've got 10 minutes till top of descent, and there's your top of descent marker. If I change that to 1800 foot per minute, it then moves that to just west of Chester, or just south of the Wallasey VOR that we're going to be passing. There's Dan. There's John. There's us. Got statistics on here. You can see your takeoff and things. It's monitoring it all as it goes. There's going to be a stream overlay coming soon from Volanta Premium. And we're gonna make that transition. So instead of using Fly Live, we're gonna be using the stream banner thing at the top of your screens via Volanta. So it's gonna feed all this in. You can configure your Volanta to watch for screenshots. So we can go click here, add folder, captures, select folder. It's been auto-saving stuff as we go. If we get a crash to desktop, we're going to try and use that and see what happens. We've still got a whole load of people waiting to depart. And this is a new flight path line as well. Love it. Have I fallen foul of a discontinuity? I have. Naughty me not checking my flight plan. Direct. Nav off. Let's get a direct put in there, shall we? Should probably check the rest. All good. Keep an eye out for discontinuities, don't do what I've just done. Zorgmeister, I'm not sure if it's in the free version. Have a little look on Volanta and see what you think. It's really good. Done a quick direct 2 anyway there. We've just passed over Merthyr Tydfil. We'll be back on our flight plan line in a second. Might go direct to Talga actually. There we go. Smooth out that line a bit more, shall we? But also I noticed on Volanta I was getting quite close to whoever Speedbird 124 was, so I think it's flight right actually, so does us a favour. Bernie, I think Volanta is, it can be used in Australia. It's about 60 Australian dollars for the year. You can pay monthly, but paying yearly always works out a bit better. So that's certainly worth having a little look at. We want ADF 359 because that was Ronald's way, and we want VOR 2 prepped. That's all for our arrival. Yeah, terrain and weather radar and stuff don't work, sadly. All in op in the custom flight plan manager. Weather radar doesn't do anything, and TCAS doesn't work either. So I know Flight Radar is around, but I can't see him. So that's what you've got to bear in mind. If you're using the flight plan manager, you've got to bear that in mind. Not the flight plan manager, what's it called? You guys know what I mean. Down there should be, should see Snowdonia potentially through this broken cloud. Could be one of those. Who knows? Passing over Wales. MPS Gaming, no, it uses Sim Connect, I believe. Flight Radars at Umalo. Alright, I am literally right behind you then. I think by 2 minutes. Zorgmeister, yeah, that was generally what when they created Volanta, that was the plan at the time. And they were quite open about it. They mentioned that to us all on a PR thing that they put out. They basically said that Volanta has been designed as a flight tracking app for us all to really use and enjoy and get a lot out of, but at the same time the benefit to them was the fact that it's basically recording where we're flying, how often we're using certain airports, certain aircraft, what we're using to fly the most and things like that. So it's helping them gather data in order to provide us with better products. Justin, awesome. There you go, Zorgmeister, thank you. Volanta Premium is $76.20 Australian dollars, 20 cents per year, which is about 50 quid a year, I think. You could always, like I always recommend with Navigraph, go ahead and get the free version, just give it a go, see what you like, and then you could upgrade for 1 month perhaps to Volanta Premium just to see what you think. And if you like it, then get the whole year. This is the first time I'm using Volanta Premium completely on the sim, so you guys are watching me use it for the very first time. Should we test out the screenshot feature? I forgot how far away we moved from the aircraft. Zorgmeister, yes, you do. It's the same with Navigraph actually. It works out a lot better to just pay for that whole year in advance. Let's see about getting some sort of screenshot, shall we? What's down below us? Some lovely Welsh hills. Let's test this feature. Screenshot. That's captured. Now if I go to Volanta, part of me is worried that I'm testing this live, but hey ho. Screenshots, so I've got a little red blip. Add new screenshot 1. Oh, check that out. There we go. So we've added that. I think it's uploading at the moment onto their server. Let's go back into the flight deck to kill the noise. There we go. So there we go, that's there. And it's given us a little screenshot here saying British Av Geek put a screenshot here a few seconds ago. So for those of you with Volanta, have a little look to see if you can see my my routing. The A712, by the way, I think you've got the same discontinuity that I had. You've disappeared off towards Merthyr Tydfil as well. Let's add a new screenshot then. Add screenshot 1. Up it goes. You're going to see here again in a minute. So once it's uploaded. Doink. And we can click it and view it. Look at that. And it gives us longitude, latitude. That's fabulous. Love that. And what we can do as well is, because I've got Volanta Premium, if we're all added together as a group and we're friends or flying in a party, we can draw a line together effectively. There's our top of descent marker that I mentioned, just over, just south of Wallasey. Really cool. Let's show you that. So that's stable now. That's there, and it's telling us we've got 6 minutes until top of descent. Very snazzy. Dijman, how do you get better with ATC? I'm scared pushing the button, but I don't know why. Everybody is. Absolutely everybody is. William, yeah, we've just done the Brecon Beacon VOR. So, what I'd probably say, if you got mic fright, as it's sort of known, just throw yourself at it, go for it. Aeroplane's telling us to enter destination data. The more you do, the better you will get. That's our EGNS. Winds 210 and 9 knots, so we're definitely doing the right decision here because the wind's been shifting around to 26. So that certainly works out better for us. 1028 for QNH. I've got my first PPL lesson next Wednesday. Really looking forward to that. 18. It's been 13 years since I flew for any form of PPL flying. Bit annoying though, because that means I've got to start completely from scratch. That's all that. Plus 18 degrees. And transition level says by ATC, so I'm going to put 4,000. And missed approach, or MDA, sorry, is 233, which is going to be 200 foot above the ground. Almost at top of descent already. Tijman, what you could also do if you want to, entirely optional, you can, if you're confident using the aeroplane, you can always fly along with us. There's a whole load of people flying behind us today and ahead of us. So you're always able to just join us if you want to fly along and you're confident, and you can just basically copy what we're saying and write everything down as well. If you've not already done so, check out my top 10 tips for VATSIM and all of my VATSIM tutorial playlists as well. Hopefully some of them come in handy for you. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's been a long old time, to be fair. I said to them I wouldn't be comfortable anyway, even if I could carry the hours from before, I probably wouldn't be comfortable doing so. And X-Ray. Also, guys, don't forget that on the 4th of September, we're doing a controller day. We're going to Edinburgh this time. We're going to staff Edinburgh Airport up with clearance delivery, tower controllers and approach controllers, and myself as ground, so I'll be your ground controller for the day. And if you're a VATSIM veteran or you're brand new and you want to get started, then feel free to connect to that event. It's a scheduled stream on the channel at the moment as well, so you guys of course will be able to see it ready to go, and you can mark your diaries accordingly for it. So yeah, one of the things I try and do once a month at least to help you guys out and give people some full ATC at an airport for a few hours. About 2.5 hours we'll be doing it. And again, everybody's welcome to that. John's on the way in. We've got Easy 4 Yankee November on the ground at Isle of Man already. I think maybe flying back with us, which would be cool. Volanta's good for telling you what ATC's online as well, so as Xru is just asking there, it's a good question. I'll show you again before we start to send. You can see these blips here, these are approach controllers online. You've got the big blue squares here, which are centre controllers covering the sort of upper flight levels, and where you can see here you've got G and T. It's telling you that you've got tower controller there, there's a tower controller at Gatwick and a ground controller at Heathrow too. Really quite good, and it shows you all the Volanta traffic, and it also shows you all the VATSIM traffic too. I think VATSIM traffic is in blue. No, VATSIM traffic is in white. Programs, hello to you, welcome. Don't forget guys, enter the giveaway. We're going to turn around at the Isle of Man and then we're going to return back. LUSOD Erdov. Why is that a bit funky there? Policy, okay, we'll dig about Erdov, LUSOD, Isle of Man. Okay, that's why. Because it's doing the old flight plan stuff. So when we get to LUSOD, effectively, it's down to us to get onto the ILS. We want to make sure we've got Isle of Man 85 miles, ADF1 is set as well. That's for Ronald's Way, and we of course need to make sure we've got 11115 IRY, and that's set there for us. So everything's set for us really. RETSI, this is the experimental version basically. It's got the custom flight plan manager. Flight route, I'm going to try and aim for a continuous descent all the way down to 2,000 feet. Whether that works out or not, I'm not sure, but we'll find out in a second. There's no arrivals, as I said before, so it is down to us to try and work out. It depends on our own aircraft performance too. Our Mach at the moment, Mach decimal 67 or 68, sorry, 290 knots at flight level 240. Kelly doesn't really give us very much. I think Kelly, we want to be at LUSOD at 3,000 basically, according to this. If I was to take Kelly as an example, or the lock centre. Let's just double check this very quickly. It's giving me a warning on Volanta saying that I'm at top of descent. So let's test that out. 60 miles to LUSOD. Tishman, all you've got to do is subscribe, which you've done because you're able to chat in the live chat today. And then you've got to answer the question that's Nightbot is popping into the live chat every now and again correctly. The question, by the way, guys, if you've not seen the bot just yet doing its magic, the question for the giveaway to win a PilotPlus Bristol Airport scenery for MSFS is: what 3-letter IATA code designates Bristol Airport? What 3-letter IATA code designates Bristol Airport? Passing the Wallasey VOR now. And I'm going to go ahead and throw my next flight plan in, ready to go. Generate flight. For the return, we're going to be Easy 51 Bravo Lima. So that's sim brief done. Yeah, or you could use the chat. There's the Isle of Man just off in the distance. Underneath that cloud, bizarrely, which is like, it looks like the identical shape of Isle of Man from above, weirdly. Flight right, yeah, it was just before we departed actually, we were just talking about how the wind seems to be shifting back around at Bristol. It tends to happen. So we were potentially going to be, like you're saying there, planning for 27 for arrival back into Bristol. So we'll be arriving the opposite way to how we departed. Lauren, indeed, yes. At the end of September, actually, I'm hoping to. We're doing Edinburgh on the 4th of September. What I'm hoping to do is organise another controller session from Bristol, and we'll be using Tower View there, of course. Look at that. Take another screenshot for Volanta. I love this new screenshot thing. It's fantastic. Leave that to upload and do its thing. XU, we did indeed. QNH 1028 at EGNS. We're going to descend all the way down. Isle of Man traffic, easy 457 is an A320 Neo passing through flight level 190 inbound for the ILS runway 26 via LUSOD. We'll report on the DME ARC Isle of Man traffic. The interior is so dark till you go in and zoom in. Right, we're going to want medium auto brake because it's only 1,800 meters long. We're going to be aiming to vacate 3/4 of the way down on the right hand side. I think it was Charlie when we were discussing it on the ground. Missed approach, it's a continuous climb to 3,000, flying runway heading at 260. Initially climb straight ahead to 2,000, then with a left turn to hold at the lock centre at 3,000 feet or as directed by ATC. In lieu of everybody coming in, if I can squeeze in for a circuit, then happy days, I shall do so. Flight spotter, I've already got UK 2000s Bristol, but I've also got the PilotPlus Bristol as well. And I'd much rather have the PilotPlus Bristol, that's for sure. Birdman, PPL, it's basically I'm going to start chasing through to Frozen ATPL all the way up, I believe. At least that's what I'm going to try to do.
Isle of Man traffic descending through flight level.
Let's get my feet comfy on the rudder pedals again.
Way to LUSOD for the 8 DME ARC from runway 26 ILS, easy 124.
GD's just signed into Volanta. The group looks impressive. It does it? It looks alright. Have we all departed? I think we're still waiting to depart Bristol by the looks of it. Yeah, easy 2501. Doctor on board, thank you. Jaguar, hello to you, welcome. Over there, over the water. In fact, you can just about see off in the distance over there, the coast of Ireland. RGD, good stuff. If you're connected on VATSIM, don't forget, if you're just observing, to select the observer mode so you don't appear to other traffic. That's all done. We've got takeoff. We've got arrival performance set as well. Picking up Ronald's Way. NDB. Good. Yeah, there's only, I believe, just the one at the Isle of Man. And I was going to say Ronald's Way, however, the charts seem to talk about Isle of Man more so than Ronald's Way.
Isle of Man traffic Osprey 27 Juliet Mike is LUSOD and commencing the 80-metre arc for the ILS runway 26 at Isle of Man.
About to pass 10,000, seatbelt signs are on. Cargo strapped in. Let's get those on. 15 miles to LUSOD. It actually seems to be okay with that 3,000. And we're going to then have to work at, let's go medium auto brake, flying that 8 DME arc, which is going to happen really quickly actually, because then when we line up for final approach, we're going to literally have 6 miles left to touchdown. Spoilers armed. Charlie, and then ideally 3. There's our charts for arrivals. It probably is Ronald's Way, Lauren, but yeah, the charts, as I say, usually sometimes you'll see Bristol and things, but won't be the first time I'm doing something entirely incorrect. Ronald's Way is easier to say than Isle of Man, that's for sure. LUSOD in 6 miles. So actually, activate approach phase. We're a bit high here. Justin, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Let's arm that. Let's go track mode. I got CI 2.26 there, so LUSOD's coming in. We want to continue down to 2,000. Commentator, hello, welcome. Might have to extend this because we are high.
Traffic easy 18. Foxtrot Mike's gonna hold at LUSOD for about 4 to 5 minutes just to keep some space for the 2 aircraft by decimal element.
Michael, I doubt that. Captain Sim 737, it won't be good. 10 miles. 17 miles. First glimpse of the airfield down below.
Easy 124 just before LUSOD beginning the 8 DME arc to extend for separation. Easy 124.
Oof. Just now. Easy 124, what's your attitude?
Easy 124, I'm at 3000, but I'm extending just before LUSOD to extend separation.
Roger, you number 1 to myself, I'm just turning a LUSOD now for the 8 DME.
I believe you're in front of me, Easy 124.
Roger. Isle of Man traffic, Easy 457 is turning for the 8 DME arc. ILS 26, report established. Turn a bit early. Can we see him? Just, oh, there he is. Turning with speed brake. This is where TCAS would have been ideal, but of course we don't have that in the experimental branch, sadly. 4,900. A couple of miles to go before we need to be at 2,000, so we're going to keep the speed brakes at half.
6 miles, ILS 26.
ILS.
Isle of Man traffic, Easy 124 on a heading of 020 for the arc.
That's set to turn. Dan's down and parked. John's on finals. I'm actually flying a slightly wider arc just because the airport's literally right there. We're still below the glide slope. We're still above quite a bit. There's the glide slope, slightly above. We're establishing though, I'm working to slow down for finals. Did leave that to be quite tight, but there's the runway. We're on the glide slope, that's good.
Easy 124, 15 miles from the airport, turning final.
And Isle of Man traffic, Easy 457 is established. 5 mile finals, ILS 26, Isle of Man traffic. Go down. Get rid of the speed brake. Make sure that's armed, they are, it is. And we want full flaps. Crew all cool.
Please prepare for landing.
We'll try and get it, if I can. I could do it quickly enough. A rather juicy screenshot as we fly in, look at that. Glide slope's good. Half control.
1,000.
traffic easy 18 Foxtrot Mike going to be exiting the port of LUSOD, and we have about 18 miles until the island.
3000 set for missed approach. We've got a nice little headwind, only 4 knots. Aim to vacate Charlie, that's going to help flight right out behind. Somehow I've overtaken him, and we're ever so slightly left. The track is left of us.
Hollow Man traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, vacated runway 26 at Charlie.
This is some freeware scenery, by the way, by Super Spud. You can download this Isle of Man scenery on flightsim.to.
Isle of Man traffic, easy 124 is 9 miles established on the island.
Okay, so he's literally 5 miles behind. That's worked out really nicely. Lauren, it sure does. Final corrections, we're nice and stable. Medium auto brake, Ecomomer's no blue, land inhibit mode on. Land on the PFD.
100 above.
Minimums will continue.
200. Minimum.
There we are.
Element traffic,
100.
241,
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Get that reverse out. There's Charlie coming up. Don't think we're going to make it though. Yeah, we might. There we go. Vacating at Charlie. Oh, sweet. Isle of Man traffic. Correction, easy 457 vacated at Charlie. Taxi to skates. Oh, David, you forgot to download the scenery. $20 if I don't flare. Let's get those off. Let's get APU fired up. Right then. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Isle of Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been...
Zorgmeister, yes, is the freeware scenery available on flightsim.to. Oops.
Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead locker.
Right, worked out really well, didn't it? We'll check out the landing rate on Volanta when we get there as well. Let's get to stand. What we want to do is we're going to fill this airport right up, aren't we? We'll get that view ready for when flight rock comes in.
Isle of Man traffic, easy 124, landing runway 26.
Oh. Where is? Oh, there he is. We're going to be busy spotting everybody. Yeah, rip the brake pads. Okay, we've got a couple of seconds. Weird texturing issue over there by the looks of it with freeware scenery. Oh, we've got another landing to go, of course. MBS Gaming, I don't think they do. We've got to do the return, of course, back to Bristol. So we've still got another hour and a bit to go, and plenty of time to enter the giveaway. Anyone else on finals? Not yet. Over the threshold now. Touchdown markers to go.
Isle of Man traffic is a 18 Foxtrot Mike gonna establish our left 2 stations on the line.
Oh yeah, look at that. Lauren, we've got a little while, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Plenty of time for you to spawn in and join us, of course, for the return. Let's see if we can...
Panama traffic EG124 vacating runway 26.
Where do we fit? Let's see.
Panama traffic Osprey 241 turning finals now 13 miles.
Michael, good to hear it. Hey, the channel wouldn't exist if it wasn't for you guys flying along and joining me, being part of this great community. Ooh, Eric, that's a great question. I don't know about VATSIM velocity. I haven't heard anything since the initial announcement, actually. It's got to be. There's the line there, so we'll call that part break on, shall we? APU's available on bleed. I forgot to turn the strobes off. Can unlock the flight deck door. There's the next landing. It's going to be literally every few minutes this. Let's see if I can quickly check out Volanta and my touchdown rate.
Oh shit.
Probably doing enough flights here to completely fill up the population of the Isle of Man.
Traffic, Osprey 241 is go around due to a traffic approaching on me in front of me.
Oh, someone going around. Juicy. Didn't really stop very well, did I? Right, what have we got here?
BA 712 established on the localizer. Apologies in front of you.
Baggage. Catering. Ah, stairs. Look at that. We're doing a turnaround. Let's have a look at Volanta quickly, review the flight. There's a little Volanta pamphlet, a couple of screenshots we popped in there. We want to add the screenshot I've just done as well, which was that beauty. There's our touchdown point, estimated touchdown, minus 129 foot per minute, 1.4 G. And if I click that, I don't know if it's statistics, there we go. You can see it probably a bit clearer now. And there's that other screenshot we've just put in, which looks like that. Stairs are still struggling. Next touchdown. We're rolling in. Whoever was coming in behind, I'd probably, for this BA, I'd probably say just do a quick orbit, little orbit. There we go, that's a bit better. Server's syncing a bit more now. Nice touchdown as well. God, we all look so professional. Charlie, by the way now guys, is full, so whoever's flying in, you need to head down Foxtrot, which is that taxiway, to take you to this apron.
BA 712, left runway 26 at Charlie.
I'd be fuming if I lived there, unless it's supposed to be there. There's another one inbound. Wowzers. How many more have we got to touchdown, folks? Try and get some turnaround admin done during AOC. Let's pull in the return. We're going to have to disconnect from the server and reconnect, of course, as well. Pre-file flight. In it goes. Flight level 230 for return.
Traffic, correction to easy 490 is fully established, that's 26.
How are we doing?
9 mile final.
Oh, good timing. We're getting there. There's so many of us flying in. Osprey 241's going around. There's Alec. We've got Easy 490. We've got Easy 1457. It's just about to touch down as well, I believe.
Osprey 241, Element Osprey 241 is on the downwind on the go around.
Oh, so he's got priority because he's on a go around.
Isle traffic advisory stands 1 to 7 now full. Taxi via Foxtrot to stands 8 to 14.
Oh, look at that. We've even got spoiler deflection there on that one. Be hyped for FSLTL, guys. Look at that. There we are. FSLTL is making some good progress. Performance. Oh, actually, so flaps 2 departure.
Traffic EC 49 is still on a 5 mile final.
We're going to use Toga as well. Perf, that's done. In, it's done. Flight plan. Got discontinuity there. That's because we haven't yet put in an arrival. But Bristol, G Meta EGGG winds 030 at 9 knots now. Variable between 350 and 070. So they're moving back towards 09 again. Overcast cloud at 3,100 and scattered at 2,200. So cloud base is dropping as well. But we'll go ahead and we'll plan for the ILS runway 09 approach, and I think it was the Bristol one, Charlie, I think. Let me fish it out on Discord so I can update the live chat for you folks as well. New bricks, yes. The giveaway will end after the returned flight. We get shut down and everything all done there, complete. And we'll do our final rotation back. Oh, let's have a little look at your question. Why does my co-pilot not taxi anymore? Notice that with the 320. I'd imagine that's probably because the mods with the flight plan managers and things, AI stuff won't be necessarily compatible with that. 26 for departure again, isn't it? Via TIMIS. Quebec 39 to NOMSU, Quebec 4 to Wallasey, November 862 to RETSI, and then the Bristol 1 Alpha arrival into 09er. Once this aircraft's down, we will
Element traffic, Osprey 241 on the bay.
drop off out of the VATSIM network. Let's see if we can see those spoiler deflections again with the FSLTL work. Always a floater. There we go. Whee, there goes the speed brakes. Look at that. How cool is that? Easy 5-1 Bravo Lima. So let's go disconnect, reconnect. This is where all my model matching goes really buggy. Oh, there she is.
Element traffic, easy 490 square 26.
There's somebody taxiing out already. Let's see, who have we got on approach now? It's quite a cool view, look at that. And we don't even need to backtrack, look, so we can taxi all the way off down there. Where was that aeroplane going? Oh, who's that departing 08? We've got helicam now for the couple other arrivals. When's the next one inbound? Oh, good grief, it looks really tight as well. We've got Alec coming in next, followed by Mr. Burns Smiley, two of our channel members. David's obviously just touched down as well. And then Easy 4033 is the last one to arrive, I believe. How many are on VATSIM? Has anybody got VAT Spy?
Element traffic, Osprey 241, 5 miles back.
5 miles, lovely. So Bristol 1 Alpha via Bristol. Insert. Lovely. Let's get rid of that. We could go on arc mode. We need to look at departure stuff.
On stand 5, pushing and
Here comes the arrival. Right, Navigaph. So SIDS, there are no SIDS. So it literally is a direct departure. Ronald's Way radar. Ah, so it is Ronald's Way. It's the only chart that says it. Departure runway 26 says all aircraft, I'll read it out while we watch this next touchdown. All aircraft shall track the extended centreline until a range of 3 nautical miles or less from the Isle of Man DME before commencing any turn. Any aircraft unable to receive DME shall climb straight ahead for 2 minutes. That's not relevant to us, so that's fine. Departure jet aircraft climb straight ahead to 1000 before commencing any turn. And I believe we've only got one left for touchdown. Let's see in the live chat to see if anybody's flying still. Wrong way, this is the Isle of Man indeed. Is Thunder by the way, Easy 7 Papa Mike, are they on VATSIM? Surprised we haven't got the little hot symbol yet. Cool.
Isle of Man traffic Easy 124 taxiing to runway 26 via Foxtrot, crossing runway 21 and taxiway Alpha to Alpha 1.
You know what? Let me get drone cam. Quick time. Zoop. Where's he going? No idea. That looks so good. Let's change FlyLive Studio. We want to switch the call sign to Easy51 Bravo Lima, and we're going EGNS to EGGD. There we go. Light spotter, nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our easyJet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first. Leave your small items under the seat in front. These include laptops, handbags.
Here he comes. What's he doing? Buzz the tower. Looking high.
Isle of Man traffic, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, stand 3, pushing start.
And now the passengers ready for departure. This is a no smoking zone. Thank you for observing this.
Oh! Thank goodness we're not on that aeroplane. Alec, I think you forgot your gear. And he's gone. R.I.P. We're leaving one behind. Who have we got here? Struggling to get everyone in a screenshot at the moment. Who was that? Oh, Penza, was that you? Going for the full-on madman approach. Doing a Top Gun, as I'm going to start calling it. Have we got anyone else left to land? Are there any other aircraft inbound to Ronaldsway, Isle of Man? Let's get rid of these. Got enough fuel 43.
There's somebody at about 20 miles, Kieran.
Airport information. We need to tune the Isle of Man lock. The VOR, I mean, sorry, 112.2.
Easy 7, Papa Mike,
Steps are clear. Chester is dead. Lauren, there's plenty of room if you want to join us. We've got a couple of stands free down here. It's just going to set this straight to 23,000 for our climb out. That's done. QNH is set. All the doors, everything are closed. Pop the beacon back on. Seatbelt sign can go on. Don't need the external power, and that is off anyway. Let's prep the pushback tug.
Easy 124, following the EasyJet in front to runway 26, crossing runway for holding point.
Like
Alpha.
so.
Element, Easy 983 to taxi 26 via Echo Alpha.
Simon, hi. Ronaldsway traffic, easy 51 Bravo Lima at stand something. Push to start on apron 2, I believe.
Isleman traffic, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, taxiing via Echo and Alpha to Alpha 1. And Isleman traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike on stand 1 is pushing back onto taxiway behind me.
Here we go. Check the park brake is off. It is. Who's that? We've got a traffic jam. Once that EasyJet there on Bravo moves, we'll be clear. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this so far. Don't forget to give us a like.
Isleman traffic, pushing back from stand 12.
Hope you're liking the Osprey regional livery and the CRJ as well. Teacher, no worries, thank you, I hope you enjoyed it. One sector left then, guys, before we end and roll the giveaway. Let's dump the music for the time being.
Isleman traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike on stand 1. I'll halt the pushback and wait for the EasyJet to taxi behind.
That's all good. Taxi by Charlie, then backtrack. I don't think we need to. We've got the whole of Alpha and Alpha 1 with the displaced threshold to use on this scenery. Engine 2. E. So cruise to 23,000. We've got the QNH set, and that is 1027. No, 1028. Just refresh that meta. EGNS 1028. Winds are 220 at 9 knots. All the 9s, few clouds, 2,518 degrees. Martin, hello, welcome. RP Beastie. This is if you go to flightsim.to, and you will find. Type in Isle of Man, and you will find it. Look at that, it's looking awesome. That looks so cool. Whee, who's that? Good lord. Good luck getting that out of here. So, flaps 2 for departure in this instance. Short runway ops. Ronaldsway traffic easy. 5-1 Bravo Lima on the west apron, ready for taxi behind the company traffic to Alpha 1 via Charlie, Bravo and Alpha.
Hello, man, traffic easy 18 Foxtrot Mike A321 Neo is going to be taxiing to runway 26 and avoiding short Alpha 1. Hello, man.
This is EasyJet 7 Papa Mike on the ILS runway 26.
Hey, there we go. There was somebody else flying in. I've popped the landing lights out of the belly. Safety demonstration.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on
Isle traffic, taxiing to 26, holding point A1 via Foxtrot Alpha, speedbird 990.
and brace position that you must adopt. You hear brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear.
Isle traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike is pushing back runway, stand 1.
More lighting will guide you to an exit.
Isle traffic easy 124 after landing traffic lining up and waiting runway 26 for departure.
All cabin baggage on board.
This is so good.
Adjust it and release as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are
On the spoilers.
and recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop.
Isle traffic,
Pull the mask towards
EasyJet 340 is going for push and start at ramp 13.
Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each
I want to make sure we capture
put on your own mask before helping others.
the landing.
If you land on board, take the life jacket from under.
So we're going to turn, and then we know it's a straight line.
Pass the tape.
Duke Dan, hello. How do you calculate flaps and THS? So THS for the Neo set tends to usually be around 0.2 to 0.3 down. So I tend to favour 0.3. However, how do we calculate flaps?
Landing runway 26.
Basically, I look at the length of the runway and I decide what the aircraft can do. Look at this, he's got a right audience for touchdown. Welcome to Ronaldsway. Oh, this looks great. Let's go for butter. Wow, that was loud.
Isle traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike is taxiing runway 26 Alpha 1.
Good landing.
Charlie, Bravo.
FSLTR models.
Aircraft calling Isle of Man, was that 26 or 09 you're landing up on? Easy 124, yeah, sorry, correction. Runway 26.
Ui, maybe it would help if I extend that centre line. Get back in the middle. Naughty. Safety demo's done.
Like, apologies that I'm stuck on the runway. I'll disconnect.
No worries.
Man traffic, easy 414, stand 6, push to start here.
Still got loads of aeroplanes down there, look. First time into the Isle of Man in the sim, and the scenery is looking pretty good, I've got to say. Let's see, what views would be good for watching Flight Radar buzz past? Love that view.
Parliament traffic, EasyJet 340, taxiing via the east apron to Foxtrot Alpha to holding point runway 26. Parliament traffic.
Oh, man, you get some one vacations on the Q-set.
Parliament traffic, Osprey 7 Juliet Mike, holding Alpha 6, giving way to the EasyJet, just gone straight past me.
So,
Man traffic, EasyJet 6160, push and start, stand.
that is going to be the view that I'm going to do for takeoff. This is great. Love this. Big old unicorn fly past.
Traffic easy 124, taking off runway 26 direct to
Jeez.
TIMIS.
Is that just my ears that have gone? I've gone too close up his chuff. How can I do this for a good little... Well, just about caught him. Off he goes.
Element traffic, number 3, are you there? Element traffic, Osprey 7 Alpha guys, holding Alpha 1, if you talk to me. Element traffic, aircraft holding Alpha 1, are you there? Osprey 7 Alpha Golf is holding Alpha 1, affirmative. Copy that, just that.
I mean, he's holding in the right place, so...
Alright, traffic easy 124, airborne, passing 2,200
There's John.
feet, 6 miles from TIMIS.
Parliament traffic, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, holding Alpha 1 and number 5.
Got a couple taxiing out over there. Let's see if I can get a good screenshot of the cabin view.
Traffic, Osprey 241, stand 3, pushing back.
Ready for a screenshot of whoever's about to depart.
Traffic, easy 414 is going to taxi to 26 by Charlie Alpha at hold point A1.
Parliament traffic, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, lining up behind the departing EasyJet, runway 26.
Alright, traffic EasyJet 124 is at TIMIS, climbing to flight level 230.
That looks good. I like that. Little things. Yeah, I did set that back. Rudder trim. Make sure that's set to 0. Radio hams, Golf Delta. Glad I carried extra fuel. I was supposed to catch everybody landing in Bristol. Hey ho. We're going to be landing runway 27 at Bristol, don't forget folks that have already departed. Apparently I've taken 6 screenshots. uploading those onto Volanta now as well. Astic, welcome on board. Plenty of time left to enter the giveaway, folks, as well. Little bit of power just to get us rolling. Oops. Basically, we want to time 2 minutes between each departure. So whoever's in front of me, I'll time 2 minutes so that when they depart, they're well clear. And that should then space us quite nicely as we enter, get into Bristol. What's the Volanta screenshot key? Not sure. I just have to I have to go into Volanta and upload it. Flyer, it's down to you to get all those juicy screenshots for Discord, of course. John, yeah, rudder trim. Bristol 1 Alpha for Velox for our arrival. Or BRI 1 Alpha. Let's see, what views have I got here? Got him. There's my elevator. Where he goes. Three to go. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. All you've got to do is hit subscribe and then answer the following question correctly to be in with a chance to win a copy of the brand new and really fantastic PilotPlus Bristol Airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The question is, what 3-letter IATA code designates Bristol Airport? We've literally got no chance at all for this, so I'm just going to get rid of the Isle of Man charts. Ed Moore, welcome on board, thanks for subscribing. Need to actually bring in flight onto Navigraph. That's better. Makes more sense that way.
Element traffic is 9832, takeoff 126, south.
Quick 40 odd minutes for the return. We'll smash our way back to Bristol. UC, hello, welcome. Hope you're okay. Yosef, hello to you as well. Hope you're okay. Welcome to you.
Isle of Man traffic, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, climbing flight level 230, inbound Incop.
Where are we going? We're going direct TIMIS. We're going 23,000 feet, aren't we? There's a Speedbird aircraft lining up. Slowbury, welcome to you. Get that part brake on. There's still so many to depart. Oh dear. Have we got anyone still on the stands? We've got one pushing back as well. That's fantastic. I love this. Bloody top tips.
True copy.
Might as well be Heathrow. It literally does look like Heathrow at rush hour, doesn't it, on Alpha? It's quite fantastic. Let's see if I can get him on the takeoff roll, shall we? Yeah, if this was real life, Isle of Man would be rich. New boy, it might sink. Over the top of us.
Bristol traffic. Correction, Isle of Man traffic, easy 18 Foxtrot Mike.
There we go.
Lining up and wait at runway 26, Isle of Man.
Broadsway traffic, easy 51 Bravo Lima is next in turn at Alpha 1. Ready for departure and sequence.
True copy.
David, what? That's not good. I'll brake. I look back and we've grown another aeroplane. Very early rotation. I'm thinking we might be able to just do flex with flaps 2, you know. David, I've gone for flaps 2 departure. He's ready. Ah yes, never print the weather anymore because I've still yet to work out exactly the trigger, but I find if I try and print the weather inside the fly-by-wire aircraft with the printer thing, it will just crash to desktop view. So yeah, avoid doing that. Although it's late me telling you that now, of course. How are we doing on the giveaway? Let's have a little look, see how many entries we've got. We've got 93 entries at the moment. So if you've not yet thrown your name in the hat, please do. It's free to enter. All you've got to do is be a subscriber.
Hello, man, traffic easy.
Look at that queue.
18 Foxtrot taking off runway 26, man.
Sounds like somewhere else in Europe they're having an issue with somebody with open mic. So I did check the flight plan this time round. You'd be pleased to know, yes. Here we go, next one coming up.
EasyJet on holding point Alpha 1, runway 26, could you please creep forward there?
Models with traffic, easy 457 via Alpha 1 lineup and wait 26. They're all good, that's ready to go. Nice bit of camera spot in there. Airport accountant is very happy today, Cythera, yes.
Roman traffic, easy18 Foxtrot Mike airborne.
Give him 1 minute 30.
On his disconnect.
Yeah, 09 indeed.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Man traffic holding Alpha 1, Speedbird 99 Charlie, number 2.
Now this is interesting because there's no arrows behind us here, so we cannot start the takeoff run there, but we can now. What we got? 36. That's already, seatbelt signs are on, that's locked, they're on. That's ready to go. You can remember there's no blue, we've got takeoff mode ready to go, and our V1 125. Rotate V126 and V2 30, so 130, 140 for V2 plus 10, and we've got flaps 2 departure today for this one, and we'll go flex, might as well. I'm sure it will be fine. Right. Runway traffic, easy 51 Bravo Lima is departing runway 26 left, direct TIMIS, runway traffic. Keep getting the wrong, let me cross out that call sign that we use for the outbound because I keep putting up the wrong thing. Flex.
Man traffic, lying at runway 26 behind departing EasyJet, Speedbird.
Andy, it's the experimental branch. 80 knots. Yeah, flex is certainly fine. Flaps 2 for this. B1, rotate. Positive 8, go up. See ya.
Runway traffic Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, holding point Alpha 1, number 2.
And we're turning left. That's very green down below, isn't it? Texturing issue, look, on the scenery. So I'm manually flying it for the time being still. Beaver climb. That's set. Let's go wings level ever so slightly. Now we can put the autopilot on. Happy with that. There we go. That's the view I want. It's coming out of flaps 2 at the moment.
Man traffic departing 26 direct TIMIS, Speedbird 99 Charlie.
And we'll go flaps 0. Paul. Yeah, lots of over-fertilised lawns.
Man traffic Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, lining up runway 26.
Parliament traffic, easy340 with that holding point Alpha 1, number 2 for departure runway 26. Parliament.
How are we doing in the flight deck? Turning at TIMIS. Let's come off that. Let's go to flight level. Standard pressure. Ground spoilers disarmed. And we're away.
Man traffic, clear runway 26, climbing, flight level 210, Speedbird 99 Charlie.
come off the VOR and the ADF tracking. There's the question again for the giveaway, folks. For those of you not yet already entered, it's in the live chat for you to see. The terms and conditions for the free to enter giveaway, of course, as always, are in the description for the stream. And also, if you want to get your hands on the PilotPlus Bristol that we're now flying back to, you can, of course, just find the link inside the description as well.
Easy 340, lining up runway 26 with a departure. Alaman.
Yeah, I've turned them all off at the right time. Goody, good, good. Let's get that up. There's the Wallasey VOR in 60 miles. We've got the Bristol NDB tuned, ready to go.
Traffic, easy 6160, red holding point, one number shooting out for departure, behind the company traffic. Traffic.
Sorgmeister's over Wallasey already, good grief. And easy 124 is already almost top of descent, wow. Top of descent, by the way, according to Volanta at the moment, is estimated to be at Shrewsbury. Telling us we've got 15 minutes to go. Looking good. John, yeah, no worries. Richard Carter, good morning from an expat in Toronto. Wow. How long have you been in Canada for? And what made you, in fact, what made you want to move, out of curiosity? Meta, EGD, yeah, wind 050 at 9 knots now. Variable between 010 and 070, so definitely 09 are in use still, so we're going to get that really beautiful approach with the Ghost glide slope as well. (1027) into Bristol, scribble that down. Bristol 1 Alpha arrival, runway 09er. Should we look at the charts, folks? Because we're going to be thinking about that soon as well. Navigraph. Click. There we go. So before we know it, we're almost a quarter of the way there already. We've got the arrival, Bristol 1 Alpha, ILS runway 09. Let's get that put in. And this is where it gets interesting for us. So approaching from the north via RETSI, and we can see we have to be at Amaral at flight level 160 and Riles at flight level 160. Now, it's going to rely on us to actually make it up from that point onwards, because when we go to Inga, everything for the arrivals into Bristol, very similar to Manchester, require us to do a bit of a procedural approach, like so. So flying in over the, you can see that intermediate approach after holding, over from the north, and they're kind of expecting us to do this procedural turn back, a teardrop approach, the ILS almost. But instead what we're going to do from the north is we're going to vector ourselves out over the water to come in for a straight in final approach, as if we're coming in straight in over the water from the west. So we're not going to do, even though we're on a Bristol 1 Alpha, we're going to get to about Riles, and then when we get to Ingpa, SLP, We're going to break off probably a heading of 210 degrees out over the water. And then we're going to fly in directly onto runway 09 for the ILS. We've got an NDB at Bristol of 414. And you can see it there again, the NDB as a reminder, and the ILS at DME for runway 09 of 110.15 with a track, or a course, sorry, of 087. We want to intercept that at 2,500 feet. Airport elevations at the top, 622 feet. And our MDA of 813 feet. And we'll do a transition of 7,000. Richard, nice, since 2008, wow. Nice little route for you, Richard, as well. Cardiff to Mahon. X-Ru, we're going to be doing a tower live event, a controller session for 3 and a bit hours at Edinburgh on the 4th of September. So myself and a couple of other VATSIM controllers are going to connect, and I'm going to set up a tower view at Edinburgh for us all to watch all the traffic basically and do all the plane spotting stuff while I control live. Velox, when I put in a heading, why doesn't my plane turn? When you're putting in your heading, what other systems have you got on? Out of curiosity. Hyacinth, welcome on board. Hello to you. Yeah, as Lauren's saying, technically, because we're on Unicom, we should do the procedural turns. However, I'm just going to vector ourselves in on this occasion, as we did for the Isle of Man. We had our cruise anyway now already. 414, wasn't it, for BRS? BRI, sorry. And VOR frequencies, we don't have one, but we should watch for that to change from IBON. Oh no, it is on IBON. Brilliant. So it's already selected that, ready to go post departure. 110.15 IBON, that's correct. And course of 087. So the aircraft's configured except for the performance data for the arrival. BCN 8, that's interesting. See what it does when we get closer. That might be the aeroplane trying to be a bit clever there. We'll watch it closely. Liverpool coming up down below. 707 liner, question, how do you use Barrow? So on the charts you've got your MDA. I've mentioned it on a couple of tutorials, so do check my VATSIM tutorials out. Let's see, let's show you here. So Barrow is at the top here, ILS-DA. You've got 2 figures. In the brackets, that's the radio, or rad out, decision height, and then the big bold number is the MDA, which is the Barrow on the Airbus. So in our instance, it's 813 is the number we want for the ILS into Bristol. Liverpool down below there. Let's see if I can get a nice little... Tell you what, it'd be great if I could find out where the aeroplane is. Oh look, drone cam. Doing its weird, magical, mysterious things. That's one of the biggest bugbears of mine since Sim Update 5. There she is. Why are we so far away? There goes the opportunity for a screenshot anyway. There's Liverpool Airport down below. Ah well, we'll forget about drone camera for now. There's Liverpool. Oh yeah, the CRJ, the Aerosoft CRJ is by far my favourite aircraft in the sim. It's just so good to use, really enjoyable. Got to think very far ahead of it as well. Flight radar's going to track 5 miles out the break off the straight in ILS. David, because your plane's crashed desktop, you've opened ground at Bristol. Awesome. Why is the wavy green trace on the PFD for course line? Is that bug or weather from the radar? That's the new flight plan manager. X-Ray White Edinburgh for the ATC stream because Drizeki Designs has just launched their new Edinburgh airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. For that reason, I thought it'd be quite nice to go there for a change. We're also going to do a controller session at Bristol with the new PilotPlus scenery, so keep an eye out for that as well. That's going to be great. Really looking forward to that. Look at that! Wow. Yeah, David, thanks for giving us some ATC. It's really nice of you. 121925. And we've got ATIS. Bristol Airport Information Alpha. Runway in use 09, transition level, flight level 70. Let's go ahead and put all this in, shall we, from the ATIS. Oh, good grief. I think Volanta might be shouting at me as well in a second. Oh no, exactly 1 minute to top descent. We wanted 160 by Amaryl, but we also want about, we'll do 5, we'll set 5,000. Now I'm going to do a managed descent because I want to basically allow the aeroplane to go down to 16,000 feet level by Amaryl. We'll just see what she does. Okay, perhaps not. It's going to be too steep. EGCC is great. We've done a couple of controller streams at EGCC. Tab. Where we go? Here we go. So, QNH 1027. Busy few minutes again. Temperatures plus 19 degrees Celsius. Once I put in all the data, the aircraft then stops shouting at me with the orange writing. Surface wind 050 So a bit of a crosswind, a couple of knots. And our MDA, there's the weather data it wanted, MMDA is 813. Done. 121925, that was close, wasn't it, for automatically defaulted setting there. Not long now to get in with a chance to win the PilotPlus Bristol scenery that we're about to arrive back into. What was the QNH? Did I say it was 1027, wasn't it? So before we get to 16,000, I'm going to get those set ready. Then all I've got to do is push to activate them. The difficulty here is we don't have TCAS. I'm trying to judge my separation with easyJet Foxtrot Mike, who apparently might be ahead of us by just a minute or two. Josh, on the way up it's 6,000. On the way down it depends on the QNH. So because it's a higher pressure QNH today of QNH 1027, the transition level actually should be flight level 70, which is 7,000 feet. Because then, if you see here for example, we're at 18,000. When I go to local pressure, this jumps up by 600 feet exactly. So there's a 1,000 foot difference in the transition altitude almost. So it's rounded up to that. VOR? No. Isle of Man. We don't have a VOR tracked actually. ADF 414. Out of range still. When it's in range, we'll start to get a green flash. Let's have a little look. Now I think easyJet SOPs say that this is a medium auto brake landing into Bristol, from what I've read in the past. And the easyJet virtual airline, actually, funnily enough. Altitude constraint of 16,000. Might have just accidentally bust past it. No, there we go. So we're in managed mode. I just forgot to show you guys that, but almost missed it. Just about caught it actually to show you. So we're in managed mode. I've selected 5,000 feet, but the aeroplane has gone. Oh, actually, you know what? The FMS is telling me with the nav data that you must be at 16,000 feet level at AMREL and at RILES. So I will not let you descend below that unless ATC clear you otherwise. Actually, I'm going to be vectoring soon, aren't I? So yeah, that works. 215. Might continue down to 3,000. Feel like it's going to be quite steep again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
10 minutes to landing.
please ensure your cabin bags safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your turntables must be stowed, armrests down, and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt.
That's a little easyJet domestic rotation for the day.
Newspapers or magazines do not
Bristol to the Isle of Man and back again.
on a longer interest.
MDA set. We've got the ATIS information, it's Alpha actually, but we haven't got tower. Ground doesn't need to know taxiing in that we've got Alpha because we're taxiing in to shut down. Bristol traffic, easy 51 Bravo Lima. Airbus A320 Neo at flight level 160, passing AMREL inbound on a Bristol 1 Alpha arrival. Expecting ILS runway 09er, and we'll vector to final approach. Bristol traffic. Oh, nice. I need to have some food after this stream, actually. There's the water. We're going to soon, when we get to Inga, we're going to vector off towards kind of that dogleg, actually, where it's sort of jutted out on us, interestingly enough. Quick review of the charts. Missed approach, then climb straight ahead to 3,000 feet, then as directed. Hold at the lock centre, but I won't. I'll vector round. On Unicom, I'll vector back to final approach attempt number 2. Airport information at Bristol. Runway length of 2,000 metres, and we're going to come off at probably Bravo right at the end.
Bristol traffic, easy 18 Foxtrot Mike, overhead anchor, will be redirecting Charlie Foxtrot 09 for the LS 09. Thanks.
So now I'm going to take over and just tell it to descend. Signs are on. .35 miles to go, roughly. Amar, it's Streambeats. At Inga, we're going to break off. There's the runway. So yeah, it is going to be about, I think I said 210, didn't I? 210 probably looks good from there. For us. Twile. Not a fan then. Down we go. Random tile that's just appeared. There it goes. Gonna get busy in a second once I start vectoring. Because that Inga, which is coming up, I want to break off, so that's set. Track mode. In fact, we'll just leave heading modes on for now. Bristol traffic, easy 51 Bravo Lima, is leaving Inga, heading 210 degrees, descending 3,000 feet for the ILS 09. Paul, well, that's not the answer though. Not long left for the giveaway. Once our engines shut down, that'll be it. Can't go to stand 1 flight RA because I have a static aircraft parked there. I posted a link actually. I posted a list of all of the stands that are taken by statics in the Discord server. Should have brought some biscuits up with me. There's your dash cam view. 10,000. Don't worry about wing lights.
Bristol traffic, easy 18 Foxtrot Mike, we will be on our minimum approach speed, Bristol.
What is the question again? That's a good question. So to be in with a chance to win a PilotPlus, a copy of the PilotPlus Bristol Airport scenery that we're vectoring into to come and return to now, all you've got to do is hit subscribe and answer the following question correctly in the live chat. The question being, what 3-letter IATA code designates Bristol Airport? What 3-letter IATA code designates Bristol Airport? David, I've popped them into the Discord server in the lounge and also the crew room chat, though I fear they've probably been lost in the conversation somewhat. There's Cardiff down below. Chris, hello. Just curious, when Microsoft bring out Future Flight Sim after, what happens to payware add-ons? Basically, I think you have to buy them again. Well, if for a different simulator, you'll have to wait, of course, for them to come out for that simulator. Let's get slowing down now, shall we? As this cloud started to come in. 6,400. Slow down to green dot speed, and then we'll start to work on in. Here's a cookie, thank you, Amma. Let's set 130 to establish. What's that track in? Invoker, you did indeed. Flaps 1. See, I can see an aeroplane there. Bristol traffic easy 51 Bravo Lima is established ILS runway 09er to land 12 miles Bristol traffic, number 2 I believe. There's the glide slope.
Easy 18 Foxtrot Mike in short final runway 09er.
Still allowing the aeroplane to descend like normal to get in range. We have probably come in a little high. How many miles is he? He looks okay. Don't forget, it kind of looks high, but then if you look here, the terrain comes up to meet us. So it looks like we're a bit high. We're actually not too far off the profile, above the profile, to be fair. Dickens, good afternoon. Josh, thank you. That'd be Fly Live Studio just quitting itself bizarrely. Cool. That is set. Don't think I clicked that yet.
2,500. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
There we go.
Okay, so traffic runway 09 on Takeoff, please.
I actually used to live, I think, at that town down below, actually, bizarrely enough. That's the one, Paul. On the Mendip Hills. A couple more minutes now and then the giveaway will close and we'll roll a winner.
Bristol traffic, EZ340, we're descending through 6000 via Bree 1A for landing.
Okay, that's final setup. 2.5 miles. See here, let's get some beautiful views, shall we, quickly before we get too late into the final approach. You know what I haven't yet, Dwell? Pretty good, there we go, so everything's ready to go. Autopilot off. And we are auto brake medium. Nick, we pressed approach prior to establishing.
This is EZ6160 passing Inger, proceeding inbound for runway 9 and the 31A, following the company traffic, Bristol traffic.
500.
So I'm not even looking at the ILS now, I'm just looking at the threshold.
400. 100 above.
Minimums, so we continue.
300.
Such nice scenery this is.
Minimum.
Now this is where Bristol gets tricky. Look at the runway. It slopes up.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
And then bumps up and down ever so slightly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until
Bristol traffic, easy 51 Bravo Lima vacating at Delta, switching to ground.
portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with
Let's
you,
see.
checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead locker. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the
Don't want that view.
crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your EasyJet.
Can't remember me keybinds.
For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or EasyJet app.
Bristol ground, hello, easy 51 Bravo Lima vacated on Delta, request taxi gate.
Easy 51 Bravo Lima, Bristol ground, hello, taxi straight ahead to stand 26.
Straight ahead, stand 26, easy 51 Bravo Lima. That's 25. APU on. It's a great runway. When I was crew at Thompson, we used to fly, it was the 757-200 and the 767-300, which was operating out of here. And we pretty much, when we landed, we used the entire runway. Six. There's one of the statics. Come on, up the hill. That's all off. APU is available. Didn't quite come off the brakes when I wanted it to there. Braking in MSFS is so harsh. Right. Good luck to everybody that entered the giveaway. The entry period is now closed. With Hayden, the last entry there, just in time. Wow. Seatbelt signs. We can come onto external power too. There we are. We are filling the airport up. On the stairs. Like so. Let's see. Gotta get some good screenshots, don't we? Nikhil, hello to you, welcome. Who have we got on finals then? Should be somebody not too far away, should there? So let's get the tower view set up. So you can see here, if I go to this bit here, this is the bump that I was on about. Just where the touchdown marker is, there's a ski jump. That's probably a good way to see it there. So it kicks you back up again. So you have to kind of flare for that. And then of course, as you make your way further down the runway, there are more undulations. That's a really good view to show how wonky the runway is at Bristol. But how many more arrivals have we got, folks? Let's have a little look, and we'll roll the winner as well while we wait for people to fly in. So using Nightbot to randomly generate a winner. Of course, don't forget to give us a like if you've enjoyed today's giveaway. When we hit 10,000 subscribers as well, that's coming fairly soon. We're going to be running 2 group flight events, and we'll throw in a couple of giveaways there as well. So make sure you stay subscribed. We've got 113 eligible entries today, and everybody gets an equal opportunity to win. Thanks everybody for taking part, and the winner, of course, all you've got to do is contact me 24 hours from now. Within that period of time to claim your prize, you need a PilotPlus shop account, so shop.pilotplus.io, and you'll be able to then get your email address that you use for that account linked to the product, and it will be awarded to you courtesy of PilotPlus. If you don't win it today, no sweat, no fret. All you've got to do is let's watch this. Actually, there's the ski jump. This is really going to demonstrate the point, I hope. Here we go. If you want to get your hands on this PilotPlus scenery, all you've got to do is click the description in the stream today. Where's he going? He must have a different scenery to us. Nope. Scramble the fire crews. And while he's crashing off the end of the runway, potentially the winner is Duke Dan Gaming. Congratulations to you. That is a sporty runway vacate there. The engineers are going to be fuming. So congratulations to Duke Dan Gaming. Be sure to hit us up. Let us know if you're still in the live chat. If you guys want to see any of Bristol Airport while we're here, any particular features or anything like that, then do let me know. And I can show you while we're here, while we're live, waiting for people to pop in, of course, and finish their flights too. Checking Volanta. We can review our flight today. There we go. There's our bit of self-vectoring. Makes it look really neat, doesn't it? That's actually not a bad little establishing. And our landing rate, minus 199 foot per minute at 1.83 G. I don't think the G-force is quite correct. I didn't feel like it was that hard. But then it could be the inertia from the slope, the little ski jump that you sort of fly into.
Bristol ground, EZ340 with you off runway 09.
Upload another one of those.
340 Bristol ground, hello. Taxi stand 25.
I can hear my voice in the background. God, is that what I sound like?
25 Zulu Whiskey, EZ340.
He made it, but I don't know how. There's a screenshot I've just grabbed. Question is Duke Dan Gaming still with us? And how many more aircraft have we got inbound? Mr. Burnt Smiley, Easy 490, he's not refired for the return. We've got Ross James flying in, establishing now, and we've got Alec Hull establishing as well. God, it sounds like chaos out on Unicom. I don't want to change frequency. Oh, now look at this. So, if Duke Dan Gaming doesn't email me within 24 hours, britishafgeek1@gmail.com, or contacting me direct via Discord, we will arrange another Bristol giveaway. If this prize isn't claimed today, we'll then do another stream. Screenshot. Here we go. Look at that screenshot. Oosh. Beautiful. Right, Paul wanted to have a look at GA parking. If you've not seen the actual first look and review that I've done on the channel, guys, have a little look at that on the British Av Geek YouTube channel. It's a 9-minute video. I pretty much show you all the sort of highlights around all the areas and things around the airport. It is rather beautiful. There's a fire training ground and the car parks, which you guys will recognise from the vid. GA's coming up. Loads of space to be able to park around here. God, look at Bristol from a distance here, from this view.
Bristol ground easy 414 is exit 09 at Bravo.
Easy 490.
Looks fantastic.
Ground, hello. Taxi to stand.
Then we've got all the Europe car areas as well, of course, down the far end, and then we've got the terminal building.
Taxi to 30 via Zulu and Whiskey. Easy 414.
Nick, half the time when they bounce, it's usually the VATSIM server's not quite getting the latency quite correct. There's the ski jump light, you can see it really good here from this point of view. And you can also see how high Bristol Airport is set on the hill in the Mendips. We'll wait for the next one.
Bristol ground, easy 340, we're holding short at the gate 25, thanks for your service.
Easy 340, you're welcome.
Who else have we got coming in? Alec now on short finals. Yeah, really nice GA part. It's a great GA area actually to use to fly to and from all over the UK. Look at that hill, straight off the edge. Here he comes. Paul, no worries. We've got another few people that flew along today to watch land. Eric, no. Although potentially, actually, one part of the runway might have wigwags. I will have a look while we're watching this approach. Actually, let's have a little look at some charts. Potentially, hold point Alpha X-ray. I'll have a look. On the 2nd of September, folks, we're probably going to do another stream at some point in the afternoon. Usual times, no doubt. And we're going to be on the VATSIM network again. The 3rd, I'll be flying in real life for PPL stuff, so won't be able to stream on the 3rd. And then on the 4th, we've got Edinburgh Live. Here he goes, and the Osprey livery. Oh, tried to move that drone camera too quick there. There's the wavy runway. Nick, EasyJet's been there for... When was I crew there with Thompson? 2009, 2010, 2011, one of those, 2011ish. But they've been there a few years as well by that point. It's a really solid base for TUI and EasyJet. Jet2 are just launching flights from Bristol Airport as well, which is really exciting. And Wizz Air apparently too. Additionally, Air Seychelles are about to launch a a really long journey, but Air Seychelles are going to be launching the Seychelles to Bristol via Dubai over the next few months, which is going to be quite incredible. I want to try and get like a screenshot like this. Be quite cool with an aeroplane on approach. I don't know if it's better to do that
Bristol
side.
Ground, good afternoon. Osprey 241 with you holding at Barbara right there.
I reckon that's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Osprey 241, Bristol ground, hello. Taxi to stand 25 via Zulu and Whiskey.
Like that.
Taxi stand 25 by Is that Whiskey and Zulu? Osprey 241.
Osprey 241, it's Zulu then Whiskey.
Zulu and Whiskey. Osprey 241.
Yeah. The only thing is we've got to time when the next aircraft's coming in. Yeah, I've heard the TCA throttles are a bit of a pain in the backside to configure, to be honest. There are YouTube videos that show you how specifically to set up the TCA Airbus throttle pack. I've not done one of those because I don't have that throttle system, but I've done a more generic one for this CRJ that shows you how to set throttle keybinds and things as well. So do check that out, perhaps that might help. If not, YouTube's a good resource. Damn it. Caught me by surprise there. Nice little bit of crabbing there. And obviously you can see he hit the ski jump as well. I think I just got the screenshot in time. He's off. What else have we got coming in?
Bristol ground, Osprey 6160 is with you at Delta.
Easy 6160, Bristol ground low, hold position, Delta X-ray. Easy 6160 behind the British Avgeek A320. Taxi stand 32 via Zulu and Whiskey.
After the British Avgeek, taxi stand 32.
It's weird hearing my call sign as if it's a real airline. Who else have we got inbound? That was that Ross? Well, there's an Easy 553 coming in from Alicante into Bristol, and he looks like he might be potentially in conflict with John. I don't think this next bit of inbound traffic is on VATSIM. David, cheers mate, hope you've enjoyed it. Here's the runway's like is it a diamond slope or like nursery slope when you go skiing? It's like a nursery slope in the winter. It's what makes Bristol quite challenging. When it's gusty conditions, icy and everything else, it can be quite interesting. Obviously you can see here, you get some great views flying in. While we wait for John. Oh, he is, he's text only. Go to Algeria for the next flight. We got any good freeware scenery for Algeria? John's extended. So we've got the Alicante flight coming in, Easy 553. Here he comes. Don't know if he realises he's on stream, but hello to you. Wojtek, what's up? Wojtek, if you're on the experimental branch, you need to manually activate approach phase. Of course, got to get a family pick as Zorgmeister, most definitely. Once John's down, we'll head back to the airfield, or back to the airport terminal building. Is this for a bit of, oops, too far into the grass, lying down. Go for a bit of plane spotting. Flying in from Alicante. Probably quite surprised Bristol has ATC on. Look at that, wow. Hit the ski jump as well. Do a bird's eye picture. Let's have a quick check to see where John is. It's not yet updated. Have a look at that. It does look cool, doesn't it? Got a couple of people spawned where my statics are, sadly. Now we're waiting for John. Martin, no problem at all. Glad you enjoyed it. There's Easy553, welcome. Thanks to David for providing ATC as well, of course. MPS Gaming, yeah. It might be worth, yeah, everybody that doesn't want statics, it might be worth trying to request PilotPlus to consider a alternative without the statics for us, because it'd be I certainly would be in favour of that as well. When it's busy on VATSIM, the statics can be a bit of a problem. I know Drazeki Designs at the moment with Edinburgh is it, no, Pyrig Devco, isn't it, that's created Pyrig Devco's created Edinburgh, and I know they're considering a way, they're looking into at the moment a way that actually switches off statics, or having the option to turn them on or off, which is really quite clever. Parasim, awesome. Simon, sadly I don't think there are any plans at the moment, but I think if, as I was saying a second ago, if lots of people are pushing for it, then it might be something they want to explore. I know Microsoft are kind of pushing it to be ready to go with, here comes John. Just see his lights coming in. Into view, just where my mouse is, and then we'll head back to the airport. I'll show you guys live through the departures lounge and things as well. Yeah, I certainly think it's something that they should give us. There's quite a few people asking for it though, perhaps it's something they will explore. Not quite coming into view just yet properly. Here comes John. So Voker, I loved that that promotional video that PilotPlus launched with Bristol, with all the dancing passengers. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Very unique as well. There's a second aircraft on approach as well from coming in from Crete, I think. Heraklion. Going to try and get a nice screenshot of our Osprey regional livery coming in. Simon, that's a great idea. Prepping my screenshot mode. Love the Aerosoft CRJ, it's such a fantastic aeroplane. My absolute favourite by a long stretch. Requires a lot of forward thinking and careful handling. And of course, go away. For all the times for a tooltip. Look at that. Touchdown like a pro. Couple of minutes until John is parked up, so let's pop into the terminal building. Look how fantastic this looks. I will zoom out once John's parked somewhere. I'll go back to get a screenshot of everybody, because that is fantastic.
Mr. Ground, Easy 457 radio check.
Easy 547, Bristol Ground low, readability 5.
Look at that.
Easy 457, we are on A320 near at stand 1, looking to pick up our calculus at Isle of Man as far, please.
Easy 457, clear to the Isle of Man via the Bravo Charlie November 1 Zulu departure, squawk 1073.
Alright, clear to the Isle of Man on the Bravo Charlie November 1 Zulu departure, squawk 1073, Easy 457.
Love the inside of this
Easy 457,
tower.
correct,
It's great.
1027.
So, popping right out, we'll start landside, shall we? Welcome to Bristol Airport, the terminal building. And I'm just going to turn the drone camera speed down. This, let me know if this is the first time you guys are seeing this. Do let us know what you think. Say hello to Trevor, our resident security guard. He is animated. There he is, checking his time, wondering when he's going home.
Taxi stand 215 Zulu, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
If you get a bit confused, you're not sure what flights you might want to do, have a look at the departures board. You can pick one that fits along with a gate, and you can join the check-in queue with Karen and David. It is really fantastic. One thing that I really like, and you guys that saw my video for this would have seen, a couple here at the coffee shop are animated and they're having a conversation with one another. Program's awesome. Couple more at Soho Coffee. One thing I will point out, I love these glass ceilings. I mean, look at that. The light that comes through this terminal. It is really nice, isn't it? Alberto, 2nd month membership anniversary. Thank you very much for joining us as a channel member and supporting the channel.
Quebec whiskey.
Through security.
Quebec whiskey.
Let's just punch out the way slightly. Skip to here. We're in the departures lounge. Look at that.
Whiskey, easy 26 Quebec whiskey. Thanks a lot. Good afternoon.
What do you guys think? Stunning, isn't it? Really good work. And then of course you can head over to this little coffee shop, waiting area. And if you punch out, oh there we go, look, you can see one of the aeroplanes. Fantastic. There is a through here. I'm just going to punch through, take the shortcut. There is actually like a little coffee shop waiting lounge area here, look. You can see the traffic moving along. Where'd John go? Is he parked? Oh, there he is. There is lots to explore with this scenery, so do have a really good look around. I can highly recommend it. I believe they might both... Actually, that's not a static. That aircraft is. Everyone is down, David. Yes, thank you very much for being ground controller. Just getting a couple of group party screenshots. Snap back to my plane. Or simmed in like that. There we go. Hope you guys have really enjoyed it. Whoop. Zip, zip. Where'd he go? Oh, he's gone over there now. Good grief. Ah, Penn's another crash desktop.
Mike is on stand and shutting down. Thanks for the service.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, you are very welcome.
Likewise, thanks, Dave.
No worries at all.
So congratulations to our winner. Of course, they've got less than 24 hours now to claim the prize. Hopefully they do at some point soon. If not, no worries. We will roll another giveaway over the next week or two for somebody else to try and win. Thanks to David for assisting us with ground control on our return to Bristol today. Hopefully you guys have been absolutely loving this fantastic scenery by PilotPlus. There's that lounge area again. It is really stunning. Massive fan of it. It's beautiful work. If you want to get your hands on it, as I've already said, do click the links in the description down below. And if you want to contact them about statics, then feel free. Of course, if lots of people are asking about statics, then it might be something that they want to consider. Thanks for being with us over the last 3 hours. It's been a really nice back-to-back rotation from Bristol to the Isle of Man and back again. Let's see, who's the winner? Let's just grab that screenshot that I grabbed. 28th of the 8th giveaway. It's Duke Dan Gaming as the winner for today's giveaway. So the clock is ticking for them, of course. Don't forget to give us a little like before you head off. And stay subscribed. We've got more content coming over the next few weeks. And when we hit 10,000 subscribers, 2 days worth of group flights and a couple of giveaways for that as well. So lots coming soon, of course. In the meantime, thanks to everybody who flew along. Hope I've caught you all here parked up. Enjoy the rest of the day, and enjoy certainly the rest of the weekend and the bank holiday coming up as well for those of you in the UK. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Take care.